This is my Cyberpunk Parkour build guide. This build primarily focuses on parkour, although it is very good at fighting because of its speed. This guide is intended for people who have already played a bit of Cyberpunk, and I will be using lingo and terms that will be more familiar to experienced players. New player will probably find this information interesting, but much of the information will fly over their head. That being said, this is my second character, and I had a couple of goals that I wanted to achieve with it. The first goal was a play style completely different to my first. My first focused on quick hacks, rifles, and stealth. I put 115 hours on it and thoroughly enjoyed it. It was somewhat immersive, but really slow going. Like many players, I sought to maximize damage output and minimize damage by trying to critical hit for many thousands of damage and stack my armor with armadillo mods. At the end, I realized that you didn't need 10,000 armor and to crit for millions of damage. At that point, you're an Abrams tank assaulting a honeybee. I wanted to attack my targets with speed, elegance, and efficiency. My second goal was to push my body to the limit. I found the parkour in this game to be fun and wanted the ability to explore. I wanted to maximize my character's ability to explore. The third and final goal was that I wanted to complete some questlines in a different way. My first V was Male Street Kid. I wanted to do a female corpo playthrough to unlock the corpo dialogue options into Romance Judy. With that out of the way, let's talk about how I built my character. I built it around 4 pieces of cyberware.
Was thinking about swapping some chrome. Got any new toys?
Have a look.
The Kerenzikov to K-hop, the maneuvering system to, I will call it M-hop for clarity, and to also dodge in midair, the reinforced tendons for double jump, and then the fortified ankles, so that way you can hover jump. Everything else simply aids these pieces of cyberware. The bioconductor reduces the cooldown of Kerenzikov and Berserk. It reduces the Kerenzikov cooldown to about 3 seconds instead of 5. I'm not quite sure what it reduces the Berserk down to, but it's a bit less. And then also I have the second heart and biomonitor for stored fall damage. When you're hopping around all over the place, sometimes fall damage gets stored and it comes back to bite you. My attributes and perks are reflexes, focusing on blades, body, focusing on athletics, technical ability, focusing on crafting, and finally the rest of the points put into cool, mostly for cold-blooded. My weapons are Satori. I carried a pistol for a lot of the game, however I never once pulled it out, so I don't carry it anymore. I still have it in my inventory, but I don't really use it, so why bother? It just gets in the way of switching to Mantis blades. Which are electrified, so electrified Mantis blades for mechs and drones. The high crit chance and the high crit damage, plus my stats, and if I pull it out we can see what the actual value is. %, plus the 31 there. The high crit chance plus the high crit damage gives it means that it will crit 100% of the time, and sometimes for as much as somewhere around 25,000. On average, about 25,000. My armor has relatively low armor rating. If I put away my sword, I have a relatively low armor rating. Instead, what I did is I stacked it with 0 drag. So I'm increasing my movement speed. Instead of stacking it with armadillo and creating, a thick hide, instead what I try to do is I try to move quickly to engage the enemy, and then kill my enemy and regenerate health. So in the reflexes tree, it blades. The most important ones are Bloodlust and Deathbolt. So when you kill an enemy, then you regenerate health. And then also Slow and Steady increases armor. In body, there's a bunch of stuff in here that is good for health. For example, this one increases the max. This one is good for regenerating in health. This activates the health regeneration sooner, reducing damage, increasing armor, regenerate health as you move, that sort of thing. I also have a bunch of points into hard MFer, and then also a bunch of points into there. As far as technical ability goes, I do have 1 point into innovation, just that way I can use consumables in case I'm in a pinch, make them more effective. And then in engineering, I do have 1 point into can't touch this. Especially in early game, flashbangs are really useful. I just use regular white flashbangs. I just like them the best, which can be crafted after you get the spec. So plenty of you have a plethora of flashbangs at your disposal. So you can close the gap with flashbangs in order to reach your enemy. Although flashbangs still can blind you, it doesn't seem to be anywhere near as bad with that perk. In cool, I do have Crouching Tiger just to increase movement speed while crouching. And then a little bit of a damage boost. And then in Cold Blood, focuses around increasing resistances and health regeneration. This is an earlier save of this character. I'm level 17. Here's my perk layout. I'll get into that in a second here. As far as cyberware goes, so what I did is I blitzed to reflexes 18. So I started with 6 reflexes, 6 body, and then put 1 remaining point into cool. In hindsight, I wish I had put that 1 remaining point into technical ability, but whatever, it's 1 point. The important parts here are heal on kill, which you can get at 18 reflexes. I just got the Kerenzikov, the orange one, and the maneuvering system. I do have a little bit of health increase here, and I believe I just got this purple Sand Division. So level 13, blitz to reflexes 18, and then from then on, I went for body. I put 2 into technical ability, so that way I could craft rare items, craft the blue max stocks. And then body, I just started putting points into body, so that way I could get to a berserk and then also get the bioconductor and the second heart and all of those. So now I'd start putting points into athletics. For the most part, blades is pretty much filled out. From here I would probably put a point into this one and then start filling out these, finish filling out these. Technical ability, engineering, you can see I have the can't touch this. Cool, I don't have anything into this yet. As far as my inventory goes, this was the first katana that I got. At level 3, what I did is I spam crafted the Nicolas, so that way I could get a whole bunch of components and upgrade a katana. I found this katana on the ground. You can buy one at the vendor by your apartment, but I found this one on the ground, so I just upgraded this one all the way, and it worked completely fine. As far as armor goes, I just kind of stuck in whatever I thought looked cool, and I had a high armor rating. This is a Satori, so after I got done with the heist mission, then I upgraded Satori as much as possible. Kind of low on grenades. I would need to craft some grenades. Cyberware. I don't have anything equipped to it. The Kairoshi optics. I have threat detector, explosive analysis, so that way I can see the radius of the flashbangs, and then weak spot detection, just a little bit of a crit chance there. I do also have the target analysis in case I need to do one of those side jobs where I don't want to kill anybody or to take out a cyber psycho. Although the reward, spoiler, the reward for completing the cyber psycho quest is very lackluster, and I'd be half tempted to just go ahead and kill him anyway. So off the break, at level 3, I upgraded the sword, and then I also got enough money to buy the reinforced tendons and a basic Kerenzikov from Victor. For a while I was using a synaptic accelerator here, so that way when I was detected, then it would slow down time, and that could kind of close the gap between me and my enemies better. And then also you can go and buy subdermal armor from this Ripper Doc here. So at level 3, I had I still had the basic operating system. I think I bought a green Sandevistan later. At level 3, I had an upgraded katana, reinforced tendons, a basic Kerenzikov, basic synaptic accelerator, and subdermal armor for the armor. And from that point, you can just cruise through the early game into the heist. This one, this dense marrow, you can pick up from this hidden Ripper Doc in Kabuki. You just walk over there and then he shows up on the map and you can talk to him.
empty streets we walk alone. Salvation blocking out the sun. Beneath its shadow cast, I dream with my affiliation. Let go, take flight. Dreams begin to reignite. So clear, so bright, glowing in the dead of night. Plug in, online, the data stream linking our minds. Circuits entwined, dream of me, no Tokyo tonight. Finally, the real action. A new hope glistens off the streets. Rainfall washes away the memories in binary. Salvation bathes us in its glow. We look up to the sky and dream of Neo Tokyo. Let go, take flight. Dreams begin to reignite. So clear, so bright, glowing in the dead of night. Plug in, online, the data stream linking our minds. Circuits entwined, dream of Neo Tokyo tonight. Dream of Neo Tokyo tonight.
And there's my build guide. It's a lot of fun. I was kind of worried that it would be kind of overpowered, but because I didn't just go for crit chance and crit damage, it ended up being a lot of fun. So I've got a lot of the game left. I'm pretty early in the game right now, so I'm going to see if I can go find the crafting spec for Zero Drag. See if I can make my character move even faster. I also have a video that I'm going to put out cataloging all of the movement techniques that I know of, from the K-hop to... You can even double jump with the fortified ankles using the maneuvering system. You dodge in midair and then you can do a second hover jump. So I'm going to catalog all that running along the edges of surfaces and stuff. So after I put that out, then you'll have something to use this build for. Laters.